9:30, so I wasn't actually recording, so this is gonna be a blast. Anyway, let's start at the beginning, guys. So, I continue to have a list because when my tongue was swollen last week, whatever happened to me, I think I bit the side of my tongue. So now the side of my tongue's messed up. I'm in pain. It's hard to talk. It's hard to eat. It's hard to do anything. Hopefully it heals soon because I can't live like this. Anyway, so there's not going to be too much talking today. I'm going to try to get through this little update quickly. Yesterday, let's just wrap up yesterday. I read Catherine House and the Boyfriend Project. Catherine House gives me all the Wilder Girl / Ninth House / Roses and Rock vibes. If you like books that are isolating, sci-fi, deal with a lot of young adults with sort of mental health issues, and like there's a little hint of like Frankenstein in here, I think it's really lovely and it's something that I like. I can also see how this isn't really for everyone, but I really enjoyed it. I also read The Boyfriend Project, which was surprisingly good. I think this came out last week, and I think it was an early release for Book of the Month. I also have the audiobook from Librio. I am like an influencer for them or whatever, so I get like some free titles every month, and this was one of the free titles. I was really excited to see it in there. And I loved this little like rom-com because both of the adults in this love story are high functioning, put together, got their shit together, mature adults. Like they are actually adults. They are not, there's no cringy tropes, there's no like borderline abuse, there's no like completely ridiculous misunderstandings. I mean, there are like secrets and things. I mean, there's definitely conflict to drive the plot, but like it's not cringy and it's not tropey. I mean, I guess it is a trope, but like it's not like tropey in a negative sense. And I just liked that you could have two mature, got their shit together adults actually have a romance. Like nobody needs to be like the man who has a dark secret. Nobody has to be abusive. Nobody has to be like a weak little meek female. Like they were both really confident.
Sorry. My Hungry Group box came, I think, because just a regular old man dropped it off. I think they use like special delivery services. That was really awkward because he walked by my windows while I was filming, so I wonder if he thinks I'm insane sitting here holding up a book.
Anywho, I'll go get my groceries in a second, but yeah, I really liked this book. I think that if you can go to a beach and you can relax and you want a good, slight rom-com to read this. I wish I had a beach to go to, but I live in New York. I'm not really allowed to do anything. I think I am allowed to do some stuff now, but like I'm not ready. Like maybe in July, because I don't trust it. Anyway, so for the Chunky Book June, the three contenders for this week are Middle Game, A Well-Behaved Woman, and The Last Magician. I started reading Middle Game, which you already saw, and it's like a sci-fi. It's put out by Tor, and I know I'm gonna love it because it's put out by Tor. I don't know why, but I've recently started having this like love affair with books that come from Tor. What is this? Why does this happen? And I just don't know why, but I just do. And maybe it's because I never knew that I loved sci-fi and fantasy, and that's pretty much what this publishing house puts out. But like, I love it. Also, this hand thing, I have to find the name of it, but apparently this is like this occult alchemical thing which allows you to like, if you have it on you, you can like break into someone's home and they won't see you, like somehow makes you hidden. Like that's the lore behind it. I need to find it. They talk about it on QI, which is this British panel show that I love, which if you weren't watching last week, go watch last week's video. I talked about it a little bit. Maybe I'll even link their little website so you guys can watch some clips and tell me if you also find it funny, because I think it's hilarious. Anyway, I get smarter and I laugh, like belly laugh, out loud laugh. Anyway, so I'm liking it so far. A Well-Behaved Woman, which is about Alva Vanderbilt, and sort of that Gilded Age, and it takes you through Manhattan, Newport, and Paris, it says. And I kind of love the Gilded Age in fiction. I know that it's very problematic if you're not somebody who lives in Newport, but like, I just feel like it's a fascinating time to look back on, because like, we're probably never going to be there again. Most of us will never be anywhere near this wealthy ever in our lifetime. It's like waking up and being, I don't know, Kim Kardashian or something. Like, most of us are not going to do that. Sorry if you thought you were, but most of you are not. I'm not. You're probably not. Maybe you will. If you do, feel free to send me some books and I'll make you videos. Anyway, but I'm excited for that one. And then The Last Magician, which I didn't realize is actually set in New York. Look, with a map and everything. That's Manhattan. So I'm really excited to read this, and I'm wondering if I could get to this. I'm wondering if I can finish Middle Game fast enough, or if I just start this alongside Middle Game, because tomorrow there might not be much vlogging because I have to take my mom to a regularly scheduled doctor's appointment in the city, which I'm not exactly thrilled about. She's fine. Don't worry about my mom, but I'm really excited to go to the city, but I'm fairly certain I'm not allowed to go into the hospital. So, because that's where her appointment is, and I think I may have to just walk around the city. So if that's the case, perhaps we can like read this, which is set in Manhattan. In Manhattan. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, so I don't know how many like me yapping updates there's going to be. I'm gonna get my Hungry box off the stoop. I've got some other packages that are supposed to arrive today, I think including like 1 or 2 things that I ordered from Thrift Books last week. Because I'm on the hunt for a new discount bookseller, because, you know, here must not be named. But, yeah, so hopefully those are good. And I think my Unplugged box comes today. So we can unbox all of those things somewhere in this vlog. Hopefully I actually recorded this one this time. I'm gonna go figure out what I can eat with my mouth like this. I made overnight oats, and I'm really hoping that I can eat that. It's probably gonna hurt. Wish me luck. city. I'm very tired. I have a migraine because I had to figure out something to do for 5 hours while I waited for my mom. And normally that would be the easiest thing in the world to do in New York City. But with nothing open, it was one of the more difficult things to do. So I'm gonna give you a little reading update, and we're gonna start with what I did. So on my way to and from my mom's, I listened to some of Joe and Lori, and I think I'm about halfway through that. I have it on my Kindle. I don't have a hard copy of it. I'm really liking it. It's super cute. I mean, this is not like an earth-shattering book. I'm sorry if you hear like lots of dog eating noises, they're starving. So I just want to film this before my head completely splits in two, and they're hungry. So everyone's doing everything at once. So, so Joe and Lori is like super cute. Right now it doesn't seem like Joe and Lori are gonna get together. I don't know, I'm sure they do, but it's really sweet, and it's nice to see Joe working through like how she comes to the final plot of part 2 of Little Women. I know that it's fictional, but like it's really cute because she keeps throwing out all these alternative storylines, which are really interesting. So I think the authors did a really great job with that so far. So I'm really enjoying it. It's sweet and cute, and it's like a good car ride. Listen / like before bed read. I'm still talking funny, but it's way better. I think the MVP of this vlog is going to be that like oral pain ointment stuff that like numbs your mouth. It's the MVP of this. The secret MVP, the silent MVP of this vlog. So basically what I did for 5 hours is that I walked around my old neighborhood, as you saw, and I read and / listened to The Last Magician, which is actually set in New York. It's not set in the Upper East Side. The closest they got to the Upper East Side was the Upper West Side so far. I'm 202 pages into it. I actually dog-eared it because I didn't bring a bookmark with me. How sad is that? And I'm really enjoying it so far. It's, I didn't realize there was a time travel element to it. There's a lot of like historical aspects of New York. So this is set like kind of at the turn of the century, and so it's about 1900, 1902. So you get to see JP Morgan and JP Morgan's son, and it's just, I like old New York. So I'm really, I enjoyed it. It was really cool to actually sit in my old stomping grounds, listening to something about old New York, and it was perfect, and I loved it. And this is like the perfect like paperback. I love paperbacks that open perfectly and the spine doesn't crease. So hey, people who make paperbacks, can you do whatever this is for like all the paperbacks? Because these are the best. I have not read any more Middle Game. I am still on page 223, and I'm really enjoying it. I just was not in the mood to read last night. So that's my reading update. I brought my mom back to her house before driving back to my house. My mom goes, "Oh, I have something for you." She gave me a bunch of books, and they were almost all Charles Todd books.
All of them. Because my aunt, have gone ape shit for Charles Todd. And these sweet little mysteries. So I now have to get through all these. What's interesting is that I've only read one Charles Todd, and she doesn't have that one. So she didn't have more. She got the tiny paperbacks. These are some things that aren't Charles Todd. More Charles Todd. More Charles Todd. This is going to be up above the camera soon. I mean, it keeps coming and coming and coming and coming. More and more. Oh, and some other like random leaves.
Yeah, so my mom gave me, let's see if we can count this.
This is a great video, Alyssa. I'm so glad you're doing something. 2, 4, 6 of these little ones. 6 of these little ones. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 14. 2, 4, 6, 7.
She gave me 21 Charles Todd novels. Interestingly, not the one I read. So I have to give her the one I've read. I was like, "Did you read In an Unmarked Grave?" And she's like, "No." It's like, well, we have to exchange that book now because I have it. Anyway, and then she gave me some other random mysteries. Whatever this is, The Stolen Angel. So I guess I've got mystery thrillers up the wazoo. Whatever this is, Murder in Murray Hill. Oh, that's cute. That's set in New York. She gave me some other stuff. Some Georgette Heyer. Like, if you have never read Georgette Heyer, I mean, she's like classic old school like romance / mystery writer. I mean, they're like the Danielle Steeles of their time, but they're good. And then she gave me this Elizabeth George book, The Punishment She Deserves. This is Inspector Lindley, I guess, which I actually like as a show, so it's interesting to finally read it, I guess, as a book. Some historical fiction my mother decided to give me. Why, I don't know. Something called The Blue Afternoon by William Boyd. Don't know what this is. It's some sort of historical fiction that my mom said was interesting, so she gave me that. And then this is what I'm actually really excited about, which is why I saved it to last. So this is Amor Towles' Rules of Civility. I've read this. I own a copy, just like this. I wish I had a hard copy, but I don't have a hardback copy. I had a paperback copy that was mine, and I gave it to my ex-husband because, I don't know, I was feeling generous. Anyway, this book is so good, and while I was sitting on a bench for like 4 hours looking at the East River, I just kept thinking about this book because there's a lot of, this is set in Old New York. I love Old New York. There's a piece of the book that has like the backdrop of the longshoremen and all the docks that used to be on the river and all of that stuff, and none of that, you know, I was looking across at Randall's Island and I was like, none of that stuff exists anymore. And it's just like, really, it just got me thinking about this book and about like the world that doesn't exist anymore in New York City and how New York City continuously evolves. It's like it is a living, breathing creature. And I think that's why, as much as I don't want to live there anymore, I still really love the city. I have a soft spot for it. But I was thinking about how much I really need to like reread this book, and then my mom, in this pile of like 20 books, throws this to me. And I'm like, hell yeah, and this one I'm keeping. I'm gonna stop blabbering on. I'm gonna find some extension and try to download all this footage and put it in order so that on Thursday I can edit it. I'm gonna shower off the grime of the city, and I'm gonna try to not go outside again because I am burnt to a crisp. So, that is all. Wednesday morning. I go to work today, so not much to check in about. Just having my coffee and taking care of Hemi because he's still quite sick. I don't know if he's getting any better. I'm doing all the regular stuff we do with him when he's sick like this, and I don't know if it's working. I'll have to evaluate tomorrow whether or not I take him to the vet because I don't know. He's still eating and drinking and all that stuff, but like he's still sick, so I don't know. I don't want to spend like $700 for them to tell me to do what I'm already doing, you know? But maybe he needs antibiotic? I don't know. Anyway, I'm very tired. I conked out last night so early, and I woke up and I felt like I was drugged, like somebody gave me like all the NyQuil and nobody gave me any NyQuil. I'm just exhausted from yesterday. I have not walked around the city and been in that much sun in so long. It killed me. Plus I had like no sleep the night before, so bad combination. Anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready for work. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I did my post for today. It's gonna go up soon. I'm gonna read The Last Magician or listen to it some more to and from work. I kind of want to finish it tonight. We'll see how far I can get in my drive. I'm like 200 pages in. I'm hoping maybe I can finish it tonight when I get home from work if I stay up late. But we'll see. Hemi's very much wants my attention. I'm gonna go take care of the puppers because he's very sick. The other one's fine. I thought he was getting sick. He's fine. This one's just very sick. And he's my baby, so I don't like when he's sick. Alright, time to play doggy nurse. Yeah. I love you, buddy. I don't like when you're sick. James the B-Man Taylor.
James the B-Man Taylor.
Remember that show? Tim the B-Man. Friends, it is Friday morning. I go to work today and tomorrow, so I don't know how much updating there's going to be, but I meant to update you yesterday, but I was so tired that I just went to sleep. So I finished The Last Magician, and that's about all I did yesterday. I did some editing on the blog, hung out with my boyfriend and my brother, took care of the dog. I think he's getting a little bit better. I'm not really sure. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. So I'm gonna have my coffee, I'm gonna get myself ready for work, and I'm gonna listen to Middle Game on the way to and from work, and we'll see how far I get in that, because I've just been in a little bit of a reading slump. I think after last month and reading 36 books, I'm just tired of reading and I want to sleep. And the dog keeps waking me up at all hours of the night because he doesn't feel well. So I'm like a tired mama. So, quick update. That's all. So it
is Friday evening and I'm home from work. I got home early. I unboxed my favorite fandoms box, which I'm gonna do as a separate unboxing from Unplugged, and I loved it. Here's a little sneakeroonie, peekaroonie. It's a blanket. I love it. So the box was awesome. I absolutely loved it, and I'm so glad that I got it. But we are just hanging out in the book nook. And I'm about 380 pages into middle game, and I'm gonna crawl into BED. I'm gonna move the dog over and crawl into BED, and I'm gonna read until I fall asleep. It is about 9:30 right now, and I am technically still on call for work until 11:30, so hopefully nobody calls me. The later it gets, the better it gets. Part of me wants to have a glass of wine at like 11, just because I can, because it means it's really quitting time. But I don't know. That's gonna depend on if I can get up and go downstairs and get one. I will probably fall asleep before then, so it won't happen. And my poor little Hemi is, I don't know. I can't tell if he's getting better or not. I talked to the vet today, so he's not like concerned, so we don't have to bring him in. We're changing up the game plan, the treatment plan. We're gonna see how he does for another week. We were making a lot of progress this morning. He looked like he was getting way better. And then after lunchtime, sometime, I guess he started to go back down. I think he just needs like a really strict regimen of Pepto-Bismol, which is hard to do when I go to work for 12 hours a day. But, you know, alas, dog mom problems. But he's in good spirits. He's eating and drinking, so it could be worse. Anyway, that's enough yapping for me. I am totally healed, by the way, so I can talk so much now. If you were enjoying all the lovely interludes, I'm back, beaches. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. It's my last work day of the week, and I have just been trying to stay quiet because I have my house back. My brother has left, so we can have a nice quiet morning. And I've been reading. Let me put my coffee down somewhere. Or trying to read this book, House of Leaves, by Mark, name I can't pronounce. It's like very strange. I'm supposed to be budding reading it with some people I don't know very well on Bookstagram, but I need to start chatting with them because this book's very strange. I'm really not far at all. I read the introduction in the first chapter, and it's already like super strange, and it's like 700 pages. It's like multimedia. It's just a bizarre little, it's not little, big book. And it reminds me, it's 662 pages. It reminds me of like Night Film. I'm so confused right now. I'll be honest with you. And this is why I haven't been reading it. I picked it up like last week. I read the introduction. I was like, wow, brain can't handle. And then I read the first chapter today, and I'm like, and so I'm gonna keep reading it. I'm gonna try it because I really want to read this. And I'm hoping that like at some point I'll just kind of get in a groove with it, and it'll be good. The only thing is they don't have an audiobook of this, so like I have to be relegated to like a time where I can sit down and focus and on the text and read it, and it's very quiet. So like this might become my morning read. I don't know. Because at night I'm like too tired to grasp how crazy this is. So I don't know. I'm gonna take the dogs for another WA, okay? And then I'm gonna get myself ready for work. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I've been up for a long time because I woke up to my brother leaving very early in the morning so he could go take care of his bees. And I hope to finish Middle Game today. I should be able to finish it. I think I have about 80 pages left. And then I don't know if I'm gonna get to the other book I wanted to get to in this vlog. But I can maybe listen to it tomorrow while because I think Hoopla has it. So I can listen to it tomorrow while I'm cleaning and this is uploading, because I'm going to try to upload this video tomorrow, which is Sunday, which is today if you're watching it the day I upload, or some day in the past if you're watching it. You know what I mean. Alright, I'm going away. Goodbye. If you've read this, can you tell me what your thoughts were on it? Don't spoil anything, just like tell me about it, because I don't know how to process. Hi. Good evening. It's it's Saturday night. Hold on. Saturday night. I'm not on call. I came home to so many packages. Let's wrap up this vlog. So let's just start with things that I've required. Bought a copy of Gemini so that I can finally continue on with the Illuminate files. I've been trying to find a discounted copy of this, and I haven't been able to find a discounted copy of Gemini. So now, unfortunately, I have this in hardback, I have Studio in hardback, and I have Illuminate in paperback. So I need to locate a hard copy of Illuminate, just so that they match, because that does irritate me. But I'm excited to finally read this. Where am I gonna put all these? I bought coffee, if you guys care to see my coffee. I see this like all the time on Instagram, and I've never purchased from them. What's it called? It's called Bones and Company, I think. Bones Coffee Company. They were advertising this one, and this is a Mint Invaders from Chocolate Space Mint Chocolate Chip Ice Cream Coffee. I mean, yes, it's my favorite ice cream. It needs to be now my favorite coffee, I hope. And then I got a sampler pack where they gave you 4 ounces of like 4 different things. So I
got Cinnabon, which is like a cinnamon bun coffee. I got Shark Bite, which I have no idea what Shark Bite is. I can't remember. I think it was like it smelled like sweet, like a caramelly thing. But oh, they gave you 5. What? Okay. I didn't know they did that. So this is Cookies and Dreams, so like cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. I'm excited just for the packaging alone. I got White Russian, which is obviously White Russian. And it's got the dude on it. Let's see, it's got the dude. And then I got S'more Time, which is like a s'mores coffee. So
I'm excited because my big, like enormous, like 3-pound bag of my favorite coffee ever, I like Pignon coffee, is almost done. So, I mean, I always have coffee in the house, but now I get to try all these and I'm super excited. And then back to the books. You know why we're here. Books, not coffee.
I ordered a lot of books from Thrift Books, and so they're just going to be rolling in, so we're going to keep opening them as my vlogs go every week. Here's the first package. And, okay, so I got West Side, which is the first book in a series, and I just got the second book from HarperCollins, so I'm really excited for this. I got Christopher Moore's Fool, which is the first book in a series, where I also just got the third book in that series, Shakespeare for Squirrels, from HarperCollins again. So now I have both of these. So now I can start that series. Oh, I'm gonna have to pick at these. I'm gonna have to pick at these stickers, these stupid Goodwill stickers. I got Looking for Alaska, so I can finally read this with my friend Lacey. She's read it before, but she's like, you just need to read it, so here I am. I got Bloodsucking Fiends, which is also by Christopher Moore, because I have Blood, I think, which is the third one in this series. I think there's 4 in this series. I can't remember exactly. But, so, now I have that one. So I'm trying to, like, get some of my series complete that I bought from discount places that I, slowly, catchy monkey. Alright, so this was a total win buy. I bought I could have gotten each of these for $1, but I think I spent maybe like 3 or 4 on these, and some of them I think I even got for free because we were in like free books from them. But it just looks so cute, middle grade. I don't know. There's something about it. It's like I have to read it. So this is Inkheart. I don't know what order they go in. I don't know anything. I don't care. I just want to read them. They're so stinking cute looking. This didn't even say it shipped, so like this is even more confusing. So because I'm obsessed with Morgan Long on YouTube, and she lives in Portland, she was talking about these books, Wildwood, and I ordered the trilogy. And I think these are also middle grade, and they're set in Portland. And so this is, I think, the second or third. I don't know. Oh, this has like the person's name. This is why I like buying used books, and this is the third one. I miss buying used books because it's got somebody's name in it. Some little kid wrote their name in this. And now it's my book. I'm not because it got bent. That's definitely from like shipping, like somebody sent it in shipping, but sorry, I won't get mad at them. Not yet. Oh yeah. Okay. So I actually almost got this month from Book of the Month, which I'm not showing my Book of the Month because I don't really want to give them any more credit. I don't really want to highlight them right now. I want them to get better. But before I highlight them in anything. So this is called Circling the Sun, and I know that there's been some minor drama about how this is a little bit, I don't know. There's something about it, but that's not necessarily great in terms of its representation of, I don't know. I think it's basically set in like colonial it's colonial somewhere in Africa. I'm sorry, I got distracted with it. Yeah, so this is set in Kenya, and I think it doesn't do, I think there's some criticism that it doesn't do enough to speak to the other side of colonialism, and it's focusing too much on the white side of it. But I like historical fiction, and it still sounded like something that was going to be interesting to me, and I'll need to read it for myself to see if it even makes sense for the book to talk about that, if that makes any sense. Like sometimes I feel like when we talk about historical fiction or historical things, like they don't need to also be making like a geopolitical statement. They just can be like encapsulating a time from a specific perspective. And if this is supposed to be from the perspective of a young British woman who is a colonialist in Kenya, she's gonna have a particular bias. So if she has that bias in here, I'm not gonna be mad at it. I have to read it. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but hopefully you understand what I mean. But it sounded interesting to me. Oh, something doesn't have its dust jacket. That's sad. Alright, so, you suck. Oh, this is so dirty. We're gonna have to try to clean this guy. So this is in that blood-sucking fiends, you suck, blood. I have all of them now, I think. But we do have to try to clean this. Like, what did you do to this, people? So these are like, this is my first little jaunt into thrift books. Because, you know, Thieves Should Not Be Named is a disappointment right now. So while they sort themselves out, I will not be frequenting them. But my other discount bookseller, yes, I used to get nicer books from them, but, and in some cases the deals were better, but in other cases not so much. But I definitely think there's a better selection in terms of what you can get from thrift books. I don't know if always apples to apples the prices compare. I think sometimes you can get better deals from the other one, but I'm not going to the other one. Anyway, so I'm alright with it. I like used books. I buy stuff from the library all the time. I don't mind a worn book, but I don't know how I feel about a dirty book. I'll have to clean this. Do something. I don't know. Anyway, so I got the Book Thief finally, so I can read this with my friends. I may even just start it now because it's Big Book June. But I'm really excited because everyone says this is really good and that I'm gonna love it. So I'm just gonna put that over here so I remember. And then this is my little naked friend. Oh, so this is the Serpent of Venice. So this is the second one in that Christopher Moore series. That's the Shakespeare stuff, Fool, Serpent of Venice, and Shakespeare for Squirrels.
So that's everything I got from thrift books. I'm sad that doesn't have a dust jacket, but c'est la vie. Anyway, I'm excited about my coffee. But let's just quickly go through what I've done this week. I did not get to everything I wanted to get to, but I did finish The Last Magician. I did finish, and I love this. I can't wait to start the second one. I did finish Middle Game, and I think this is like a 4-star read. I really enjoyed it. We're about split down the middle, my friends and I that read it together, about how we feel about it. I felt like it was this weird, just bizarre acid trip of a ride, and I liked it, and I felt fulfilled at the end, and then some of my other friends felt like maybe there was the ending left them wanting. It just wasn't fulfilling for them. There was something kind of missing, like the confusion and the convolutedness didn't do it for them. I really like this. This is definitely like a weird book, and it's not for everybody, and it takes some mental energy, but I really enjoyed it. I don't know, I just dug it. There's something about it that I just dug. Maybe I'm just a weird person. Anyway, I also read Joe and Lori, and which doesn't count for Big Boy June, and I am in the middle of listening to Stamped from the Beginning, and I cannot remember the author's name and my phone is not here, but I will put it all on the screen. This book is phenomenal, and I'm going to keep listening to it once I'm done with this. Phenomenal. And in the most eye-opening, gut-wrenching, embarrassing for my own race way. So good. And I do want to get my little hands on a hard copy of it, because I feel like I need it, because I feel like I need to go back to this text. It is such a wonderful, in-depth look at sort of the history of race in our country, and sort of in like Western European civilization, which is like a really broad thing to try to tackle in like 500 pages. And the author does a phenomenal job, and it is riveting and revolting, and there's moments where I can't even process the things that I'm learning. There's like things that we all know about as Americans, that we know about our history, and there's aspects of our history that we know that are shameful, and then there's just things that, like, the level of detail, I had no idea. It's the details that, like, I always understood the broad sweeping concepts and found them shameful. But when you go into the details of it, when you go into like chronologically laying certain things out, it's like a whole different world of just, what the fuck did we do? Like, what is wrong with us? Why? Anyway, I'm gonna relax, because I'm off tomorrow. And cheers. Thank you for watching the vlog. If you've made it this far, please leave a comment. Remember to like and subscribe. And I will be editing and putting this up tomorrow, which is Sunday. And I will start a new vlog on Monday, because I'm really enjoying it. And just leave me a comment, because I think that the format of this vlog was a little bit different. So if you've made it this far in the vlog, there's been a lot more, especially in the beginning of the vlog, like just quiet musical sequences, and yet less of me yapping, mainly because I couldn't talk for the first half of the vlog. But I really enjoy finding those visual sequences and like in my daily life, and then setting them to music. I'm actually really enjoying that. So I hope that you enjoy that part of my content. And if you do, let me know. If you want to see more of it, let me know. If this was too much, let me know. But yeah, I just want to create, with my vlogs, I think what I want to create is a nice, warm, like, I don't want to say cozy, because then it sounds like I really am standing Morgan Long, because I really do stand her. Like, I want to be that sweet and angelic. But yeah, I want that kind of like sitting in your favorite sweater, like with a mug of cocoa, halfway between like just reality and like dreamland. Like, I want you, Alyssa, you just set yourself a huge freaking task. What are you saying? I just want you to feel calm. That's what I want. I want you to feel calm when you watch my vlogs. I want you to sometimes laugh. I want you to sometimes, maybe we can even rock out together. I just want this to be like respite from the world, especially since 2020 every month keeps trying to up the ante. Why, I don't know, but I am fascinated with this, and I'm so glad I'm alive for this. And I hope that like we don't lose momentum on certain things like the Black Lives Matter, and I hope that we lose a lot of momentum on other things like COVID and killer bees and like crazy mosquitoes that are trying to kill us. Like, we can do less of that and more of people fighting for change that is valid and needed. That's my rant. I don't even know if that'll make it in the vlog. Anyway, good night. I'm having wine. Bye.